oddly, I feel like we're gonna have like a spunky reading today. So let's see what happens. I made an amalgamation of tea. I made tea. And it's great. And I felt led to have my laptop here this time. Spunky moods, I have frankincense, myrrh, and jasmine incense going. And frankincense and myrrh, historically considered extensive aids to intensifying concentration, devotion, and prayer, symbolizing spiritual awakening and purification. And then jasmine, I use it all the time, promoting relaxation, enhancing spiritual connection, and creating a serene atmosphere. So yeah, it looks like I felt led to get us really tapped in today. To whatever. Let's get into it. Egyptian tarot. Yeah, this is like, you know, some kind of like cat jazz station on YouTube. I don't know, like normally, you know me, I'll do like ocean waves and ocean waves, I'll do like beach vibes, you know, sound bowls, but for some reason today, that was not, okay, that was not how we were doing it today, so. So that's been kind of fun. I'm a little bit out of sorts myself. I'm actually super distracted, and I've just been kind of, yeah, that was supposed to come out like that. I love my Egyptian tarot deck because it's just so, like, it's so straightforward. It's so straightforward, even though I still ask 15 billion questions. It is just so straightforward. So I have a few cards here. And this pull. And I'm gonna look something up real fast. Okay, I had to check on something. So, there are two major arcana cards here, and then I have two pentacle cards, two cups, one sword, and one wand. So, that is this. The first card I'm going to go with the major arcana out of the way. The first one that came up was at the beginning, like one of the first ones that got pulled, and then this second one was actually the very last card pulled. But this one is, just to be short because I read manuals, you guys. I have the worst memory. It's so hard to be a witch with shit-ass memory. Like, it's gonna take me a bit. The wheel. So that's the first one. This one says destiny. Destiny turns under the impulses of the wheel. Nubi, the genius of goodness, grows, while Typhon, the genius of evil, falls headlong. Change, opportunity, cyclicity, measurable time. So, I'm gonna go off on a small rant because I am curious about the meaning here. Interestingly enough, Typhon is actually like a Greek god. He's actually not an Egyptian god. Typhon is the son, or one of the Titans, like one of Kronos' Titans. Like that's what he does. And the Greeks and the Egyptians have some enmeshment in the mythology that I still have to like muddle through to get to the root of the things that I'm reading here. But interestingly, regardless of that, it does sound like you're about to get justice. I want to check on something. Yeah, something told me I needed my laptop. For some reason, they got me Googling things right now. Goodness. You would think. Yeah, see, Greco-Egyptian. So this is what kind of happens. So Ermanubi and Typhon are Greco-Egyptian gods. They're not the Egyptian god. So Ermanubi, the genius of goodness, and Typhon, the genius of evil. Anubis is like the equivalent of Hermes and Anubis put together. that's what that is. So imagine the god of goodness and the god that ushers the souls of the dead to the underworld. So that's what Anubis is. And then, like I said, Typhon is actually like a Greek titan that, like, of volcanoes. He's married to Echidna, I believe. They had like chimeras and whatnot. I don't remember. They had a bunch of like scary kids. That's not my shit. I don't know. But I do know that regardless of that, I do find it interesting that it sounds like we're going up this way with you. Change, opportunity, cyclicity, measurable time. Measurable time. So destiny. Whatever the destiny is, whatever is happening in your life, it has something to do with good triumphing evil. And so then I'm going to move on to the Pentacles. Oh, actually, I'll show you the next major arcana. Jesus, the Justice card. Okay, yeah. So the Justice card, the Wheel card, good, triumphing over evil with the Justice card. Balance reestablishes order. That is balance between law and duty, between good and evil, law, balance, fairness, inevitability, the consequences of an action. Okay, yeah, so then let's go. I'm going to actually just do it in order of how I have it here. So we're going to do Pentacles first. And first I have the Six of Pentacles. And that one says the bundle of papyrus, help given and received, cooperation, gratification, and repayment. But then the so I'm gonna tell you what happened. I pulled the card Nine of Pentacles upright, but I was instructed to invert it. So I'm going to give you both definitions, or both ideas, like what it means for upright and inverted. The power of autumn, shrewdness, caution, seeing both sides of something, and ambiguity. Autumn is the title of Ra, like Atum Ra. Inverted, though, we're talking suggestion of lack of self-sufficiency, materialism, or a focus on security over genuine fulfillment, potentially leading to feeling emptiness or dissatisfaction. So it actually feels like I was instructed to do it inverted, because what I'm seeing here is your Six of Pentacles is saying that you're supposed to be in a cooperative space and not a self-sufficient space. And I think that that might be something you're either battling with or you just overcame it. I know for me, because sometimes these readings feel like I'm calling myself out but also helping other people kind of like see past it. For me, when I've been in this healed space lately, because the last 2.5 weeks have been absolutely insane. I had flu for 1 week. The flu turned into a bacterial sinus infection. That was last week. And then this week I've actually just had to like stop doing shit and heal. I had to stop gaslighting myself. I had to stop pretending that I wasn't sick for real. Like I'm, you know, and then as I am allowing and legitimizing myself, a lot of things start coming up that need to be legitimized. And I start realizing that I can't be in this inverted Nine of Pentacles space where I'm trying to do it all myself. I need to be in a collaborative space. And so maybe that's something to consider. But we'll move on to the cups. I have here the Three of Cups first. There's 2 cup cards, like the Pentacles. There's 2 cup cards. The first one is the Three of Cups. The Papyrus Scepter, so there's a lot of papyruses happening. Toast, relief, healing, vigor. Well, that sounds good. And then the Six of Cups says the White Crown, intellectual and spiritual, purity and simplicity, pleasant memories. So, yeah, there's a lot of like healed space activity, it feels like, going on over here. That's good. That's really good. Let's just move on then. Let's go into the swords. I have 1 sword card for you, and it's the Six of Swords. Let's see what that's about. The Ship of the Dead. Departure, adventure, introspection, research, and daring. Yeah, it's so cute because it has like, it literally has the ship in the netherworld. So this looks like you're in a healed space. That's what that looks like to me. In the netherworld, that's where Ra usually will be sitting on his like 12 hours of night to kind of like fight all the demons in the darkness so that daytime can reign supreme and all that. I hope you heard that, but all that. This you right now, having to go through a dark night of the souls, doing all this healed stuff to get you out of this inverted Nine of Pentacles space where you're not doing, or where you weren't doing the collaborative work, and you know, doing that got you into this, or is getting you into this. That's what's happening. And there's a lot of abundance in these cup cards, so let's go on to the wands. There's one, and it's the Three of Wands, and it's more papyrus. Papyrus might be something. Maybe I'm talking to a writer. I think I might be talking to a writer. Okay. Cool. Yeah, a lot of papyrus coming up. So paper, and a lot of like matured paper, because usually I can, you know, this deck makes a huge differential between papyrus and papyrus shoot, which is Nile grass, the actual plant. So there's a lot of like maturity happening. So someone grew the hell up. Three of Wands, I don't know if I even read it yet. That's that. And the flowering papyrus, fruits, fertility, birth. Beautiful. That sounds like a mature adult about to like do some creative work. That's beautiful. Hell yeah, I love that. Hell yeah. I like this reading. This is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and dive into some clarity. I feel like the Divine likes to clarify herself to me through this deck. That's why I usually, you know, incorporate it and include it, honestly. So let's see here. I don't want to, like, jack it up too much, because I'm going to need to refer to these, probably, but I'm acting like I don't have counter space in front of me, too. Silly goose. Silly goose. faint of heart. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's it, huh? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That was it. Okay. Cool. So there are 3 clarifying cards, which makes sense to me. It does feel like we have 3 different sections to discuss. We have the justice, just the overall sense of, you know, good prevailing over evil, justice occurring in the world, things of that nature. Anyways, I'm gonna quit speculating and just read it because I'm just like disassociating. I'm having a hard time focusing. Being sick, seriously, is not for the faint of heart. I get like ill 1616 as I say that too. For some reason, someone's been seeing a lot of teen numbers. Good for you. So the first one is Tituba. We've seen this beautiful lady here before. That's number 4 of feeling safe. Great ancestress Tituba was an enslaved Caribbean woman who was the first person accused in the 1692 Salem witch trials. She was most likely kidnapped from the Guyana region in South America and then sold through a Barbados plantation. Guidance. It is finally safe to be you. You have wandered through a dark night. Dark night of the soul, what the fuck did I say? You have wandered through a dark night. Your trip has been long. There is light ahead. Your liberation is apparent. Embodiment. You deserve to feel secure. Feeling safe is knowing that your basic needs are met. Feeling safe, basic needs. Yeah, these pentacle energies was feeling like some security stuff. You were feeling like, yeah, you're feeling safe is feeling at home in your body. Feeling safe is trusting your journey. Feeling safe is feeling free around those you love. Feeling safe is trusting that the sun will rise again. Autumn. Where was that? The power of Autumn was in here. Autumn Ra, the sun will rise again. If you grew up emotionally, spiritually, or physically unsafe, reset your default expectations to a healthier vibration. Goddess declaration, I am safe. It is safe to be safe. Absolutely it is. Hell yeah. Number 32, Mama Jumbo, goddess of shining. Goddess Mama Jumbo glitters as a guardian of the lush green forests of Guinea-Bissau. If her name sounds familiar, it is because Mama Jumbo's name was misconstrued by colonizers and replaced with the term mumbo jumbo, meaning gibberish. Still, she shines. Guidance. You were born to shine. Be seen, be heard, be a movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. Aww, embodiment. I'm gonna cry. This might have just been for me. Aww. Daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters, and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment, but you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you are not really being you. Declaration, I am ready to be seen and heard. This might have just been for me, y'all. Y'all might just be getting an upload of me talking to myself and encouraging myself, which you should be doing, by the way. You don't have to record it, but it's not a bad idea to just sit and be good to yourself like this and let the divine feed you like this. I don't know for certain if I'm talking to anyone, but this is all very specific for me. So, and I'm feeling led to share once I'm finished here. So, last card is Mami Wata. Michael Gallina. I love that song, by the way. Still listening to it. You're my true lover, my Mami Wata. Anyways, Mami Wata and her sisters live in the Ikpoba River in Benin City, Nigeria, but the ancient mermaid goddess is her own global pantheon. Mami Wata influences emotions and gifts her followers with clairvoyance and healing powers. Interesting. Guidance. Hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid is your superpower, not your shame. Embodiment. Being emotionally naked means being vulnerable enough for the real you to shine through. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Practice being transparent. Start with the people closest to you. Say, I haven't been showing the whole me, but I am starting today. Have the courage to feel and express your feelings without people pleasing. Speak your truth. Share your story. Cultivate an appreciation for vulnerability in others. Become comfortable with feeling comfortable, uncomfortable, and making others uncomfortable. Declaration, I have the courage to be vulnerable. Alright, Jesus. Needy bitches, I tell you what. And yes, I'm talking to my spiritual team. I'm gonna do this one last thing, and then I'm gonna just be hella transparent with you about things, and then that's that. So that's it. And then that's it. Oh my god, I can't tell. Ah, damn, okay. Alright. You saw me playing with it. The Bohíke came out. So now I have to tell you what is on my heart, and maybe this will help you. I don't know. Who cares? Being two-spirit is hard enough. But realizing how much societal expectations force you to disconnect, 2244, disconnect from yourself, how much that takes a toll on you, on a two-spirit person. When society tells you that because you look a certain way, you have to be a certain way in every facet of your life, and it is not you, like, it can be life-threatening. You would think I know how to spell. So in the Taino culture, a Bohíke or a Bohíke refers to a priest, a healer, and an advisor to the cacique or the chief, often considered a shaman or a witch doctor with knowledge of plants and medicinal substances. Role in society, high position, respected for their healing powers and ability to communicate with spirits. Responsible for curing diseases, conducting religious rituals, and advising the chief on important matters. They possess extensive knowledge of medicinal plants, herbs, and were believed to have the ability to heal both physical and spiritual alignments. So, I have been asked to be a version of this. And I've had to do a lot of that for myself. First. first. Oddly, in some Scandinavian language, Bohíke actually means goddess. So, cool. So, without further delay, because I'm just trying to collect my words, I didn't think I would have to say this out loud to anyone, but, the boy in me, the other of my spirit, the masculine, my divine masculine energy, my divine masculine entity, who goes by Andrew. He and I have just been trying to integrate. Not necessarily because we're this incomplete thing, but because society truly did a number on us. And if society wasn't kicking our asses, the cult was kicking our asses. And if the cult wasn't kicking our asses, we were making poor decisions and kicking our own asses. And so now we're at a place where we're having to do this the right way. And we're doing the inner child work, and we're loving on ourselves. And in that, we have discovered so many things that are revolutionary and subtle and important for our work. And so I don't know who needs to hear this, but I found out today that the reason why I never dance is because I do not like to move the way that society expects feminine presenting people to move. Which seems kind of ridiculous until you realize, like, somatically in that healing space, when you want to move your body, and all society has ever told you is that you must move like a woman. But your divine masculine, yeah, it was 27:17 as I said that, like, when your divine masculine is aching to move, 27:27, to move, and that movement can integrate and heal, it's just, and especially, you know, God forbid if there's more of us, any of us who have gone through CSA, in that space, just trying to find out where you are, where your body is, trying to call all of your power back to you, it can be a lot of work. And good always triumphs evil, and you will get justice. Y'all are not about to have me crying in a second video, okay? Fuck y'all. But I have the courage to be vulnerable. I am ready to be seen and heard. I am safe, and it is safe to be safe. And that's kind of the journey, that's the medicine, that's what this is, right? All of this work that we've been doing, all this fight to collaborate, all of this abundance that we're receiving as we like lean into that receiving space. I think the hardest part is that when you start allowing yourself to receive, you have to acknowledge that you are not where you were, which means all of this trauma in your body has got to go. It's time to release it. It's no longer useful for you. You are no longer in that space and in that experience. And so I think in that, for me, Andrew and I deserve better. And so having that realization this morning, where we were able to acknowledge where we make the most sense in our walk and in our journey of being alive and breathing in and out, it's just been really helpful. I do not have to be what society needs me to be all the time, because I am this, This is me. That's me. And I am supposed to be in a position of healing, and I cannot heal myself, and I cannot do the healing work that is required of me when I'm square dancing to make it, you know? And I meant that. Square dancing to make it. That's all I was doing before. Andrew and I were just disjointed, uncomfortable pieces. And now I have to really put in the effort of integrating. And it's more than just determining, oh, well, this is my masculine, this is my feminine. This is more than that, it's bigger than that. It is, I am me. Independent of the structure that is required for understanding of monosyllabic simpletons. That is the nicest way I can say that, but I don't know if that helped. You need to move like you. You need to move like you. And yeah, like, it's uncomfortable as fuck. You're gonna have to put aside a lot of your shit to get some help. Put this shit away, get your help. And yeah, you're fucking gonna have to do that for a little bit. But there's so much abundance going on in these cards right here. I didn't think I was gonna say that, but Andrew and I love you to death. I want you to feel encouraged because you get to be, you are supposed to feel safe being yourself and with your family and with your loved ones. And, you know, whoever it is that you are in your most authentic space, for me it is just to be able to move about my two-spiritedness freely. Being able to be that two-spirited healer that I'm supposed to be. That's important to me. I have to have that freedom. Whatever that equivalent is for you, I love you. I want that for you. I'm rooting for you. You deserve that. Stay safe out there. It's spring, so Happy New Year. I don't know if I got to say that yet, but Happy New Year to everyone. It is springtime. It is pollen time. So I don't anticipate being non-sniffly until about June, but I'm gonna keep trying. I love you.